Hello dear students, welcome to our online lesson. So today is our fourth lesson, and our today's topic is pandemic 2020, and we will speak about coronavirus or COVID-19. So first of all, we will watch a video, of course, and after watching video we will speak about our topic.
The second pandemic of the 21st century has led to the largest quarantine in human history. Bustling cities have turned into ghost towns. Millions are under lockdown in parts of Asia and Europe. Public squares where communities have been converging for centuries are almost empty. In today's hyper-connected world, doctors and governments are urging less social contact to reduce the risk of infection. But there are concerns that social distancing, although vital in these times, can also lead to social isolation.
Intent of social distancing is in fact to protect those who are the most vulnerable, in particular the elderly and those with underlying medical conditions. It's also to try to reduce the rate of the spread of the disease so that we can avoid overwhelming the healthcare system with too many ill patients at the same time. But I certainly understand that those who are already the most vulnerable already face the greatest barriers to care and may have limited social networks. And we're asking them to limit these social networks even further.
In New York, volunteers of local charity groups like this one are working overtime to deliver food to the elderly and poor stuck at home. Those who aren't just vulnerable to the virus, but also hunger.
It's very serious, especially those who have the vulnerable conditions or pre-existing conditions. They can't get out like some of us can, like you and I. So for them, they are affected because they cannot eat, and also they're isolated.
The World Health Organization says now more than ever, communities must come together and stand with those neglected by society.
When we speak about that vulnerability, we cannot forget migrants, we cannot forget undocumented workers, we cannot forget prisoners in prisons. They may be serving sentence, but they deserve no less protection under the law than others. So when we talk about stigma, we also need to really look carefully at exclusion.
We shall overcome.
Voices of hope. Chants of solidarity. Spontaneous and resilient also show how in these trying times, people are finding new ways to break the barriers of isolation and loneliness. Priyanka Gupta, Al Jazeera.
Well, let's take a look at some other news now. Iraq's president has condemned airstrikes by the US, which killed 6 people. The head of the US Military Central Command has defended the strikes, saying they targeted Iranian-backed fighters. The US says...
Okay, thank you for watching the video attentively. So, let's speak about our coronavirus topic. So, what should you do, or what should you know about COVID-19 to protect yourself and others? Okay, students, brainstorm please. Know about COVID-19. Coronavirus is an illness caused by a virus that can spread from person to person. The virus that causes COVID-19 is a new coronavirus that has spread throughout the world. COVID-19 symptoms can range from mild or no symptoms to severe illness. Know how COVID-19 is spread. You can become infected by coming into close contact. You can become infected from respiratory droplets when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks. You may also be able to get it by touching a surface or object that has the virus on it, and then by touching your mouth, nose, or eyes. So, Next slide consists information about how you may protect yourself and your family members from this illness. And the sixth slide, the sum consists of ways how to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and the risk of severe illness. The seventh slide consists. Okay, guys, write a short answer according to the information that you heard in the video. Describe some of the coronavirus impacts mentioned at the beginning of the video. What are governments and doctors urging people to do? Why is social distancing a big concern? What are some volunteers and charity groups doing in New York City? What does the WHO says about migrants, prisoners, and other neglected by society? So you should answer these questions and send me via Telegram site. So the next activity. Choose the correct definition for each adjective or adverb below. For example, bustling, vital, underlying, vulnerable, stuck, neglected, undocumented, spontaneous or spontaneously. Without legal or official paperwork, it means undocumented. Ignored without proper care, neglected. Active with a lot of energy or many people moving around. So, bustling. Very important, essential or necessary, vital. Happening immediately or suddenly without a plan, spontaneously. Under the surface, underlying. Able to be easily affected by something or at risk. So, what is it? What is it? Vulnerable. Yes, you are right. Unable to move, stuck. Very good. We do it together. So, dear students, read this text attentively and try to do these exercises or sentences, and of course answer the following questions. And what do you feel about this virus pandemic? Put a tick on one of the emojis. Okay, so the last word is dedicated to the coronavirus vocabulary. So a pandemic, a disease that affects people worldwide. An outbreak, a sudden increase in something negative, disease, war, etc. The WHO, acronym for the World Health Organization. Acronym, it means abbreviation. To stock up on something, to buy a lot of something in case you can get it later. You cannot get it later. Quarantine, a period or state of isolation to prevent the spread of infection. So we are all in quarantine now. Yes. Symptoms, a sign or indication of illness. Death toll, the number of people who die from a particular cause. To spread, to gradually reach a large area affecting people. Contagious, able to be passed from one person to another. So coronavirus is a contagious illness. On lockdown, a situation in which people are not allowed to leave on or enter. To crack down on something, to become stricter in dealing with a problem. A risk, in danger or of something unpleasant happening. And postpone, to delay or arrange for something to happen at a later date. Okay, guys, I want you to learn by heart this vocabulary, and after that, at home you should read this text, do these exercises, answer the following questions. Of course, this activity we have done together. And the last one is write a short answer according to the information that you heard in the video. Okay, and I want to